Wow. Thanks for popping back in, everybody. Dude, this freaking sucks. Streamlabs sucks, man. Right before I went live the first time, it asked me if I wanted to update. I was like, sure. So I'm wondering if the update has a few kinks that it needs to work out. Freaking stupid. All the more reason to just chill. I'm telling you, I'm at my wit's end. I pulled up MUVR in the background and it was like, I don't know what to do. And it just crashed on me. So there you go. Stupid. But anyway, looks like a couple people are hopping back in. What was I saying? Anyway, I don't care. Yeah, so for the business trip, they gave us $100 each, and they had us shop around. And I was walking around in Barnes and Noble, and was like, I don't know what to get. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I have everything I want. Like, I didn't know what to do with the $100, but they're like, you have to spend the $100 today for charging reasons. I was like, well, I'll find something in Barnes and Noble. So I was walking around and I bought 7 new card decks because I have a problem. 3 of them are for my kids for gifts though. Bought my wife a little something. And then I found this on clearance, a hardback book for $20. Originally it was $45. Check it out. Boom. The Ultimate Visual History of Ghostbusters. Forward by Dan Aykroyd. Introduction by Ivan Reitman, who is the original director. And written by Daniel Wallace. So there you go. That's freaking awesome. And it's got like tons of like really cool concept art. Obviously, it's got a lot of history. Got a lot of never before seen like production stills and stuff. Lots of cool like storyboards and concepts and all kinds of cool stuff. Like lots of little inserts too, like extra inserts that are like, I think there's some actual film cells in here. So I haven't explored it yet, but I'm excited to dig into that pretty soon. Can you show us a page? I want to see. Yeah, let me know if that was enough. I kind of showed a couple there. I need a job. You know, I have to brag. Yeah, my company is awesome. They took such good care of us when we're out there. I mean, it was insane meals for every single meal. They treated us to those goodies. Like, it was awesome. I totally slayed a karaoke night. Absolutely crushed it, if I do say so myself. But anyway, what's everybody snacking on tonight? Let's get MUVR going here now that it's not crashing on us. What's everybody snacking on tonight? Snack check. I hope you're all curled up in a cozy blanket, ready to just chill and have a good night. I am totally going to bust out not a Coke Zero, an actual Coke, and not a mini, a big can, because I need it tonight. What did I sing? I sang, let's see. I sang some Goo Goo Dolls. I sang Iris, of course. I sang Daughtry, the song called Home, which is like their one-hit wonder, right? I Closing Time by Semisonic. I think I might have done one more too. A couple duos with people, duets. I sang Go the Distance from Hercules. Classic. So yeah, I did some good ones in there. Oh, and I sang Matchbox 20, Unwell. John, move over to where I live. I know a guy for a job. Colby, can you employ me? Dude, I should think, you know what? With the budget we've had on the channel recently, thanks to all you guys' amazing donations, I would be able to pay you hardly anything, but sure. Might grab a Morning Dew for John. Coke and Doritos for Tyler. Excellent. You know what? I've got cheddar pretzels. Back to the basics. Pretzels and soda. You don't get more classic than that, right? My wife bought me these. She's like, here, here's some snacks for your streams. Hey, Superfan Craig Stratton in the house. What's going on, man? We're just kind of vibing tonight. We're not going to go overkill. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're just vibing tonight. We're going to play some Game Boy games. I need you guys to tell me, are we using the Game Boy Advance, the red Game Boy Pocket, the purple Game Boy Color, or the Dot Matrix OG? Which one are we playing on tonight? All Game Boy games can play in all the systems in MUVR, but which one just for aesthetics are we using? Got 1 vote for Advance, 1 vote for DMG. Dude, Craig, how are you? I'm guessing Streamlabs is unstable, Hero. I don't know what's going on since that last update. Hey, Sonny. Superfan Sonny has entered the chat. What's going on? OG. Okay, we got 2 votes for OG. Sorry, Jason. We're going to hook the OG up to the big TV. Should we do this TV or that? Let's do the old school TV. Move my Coke out of the way. We'll put it here. And I bet I could beat some of these games in one sitting as well. Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins is so short. We could probably beat that pretty quick. Also, Kirby's Dream Land is super short. I love Kirby's Dream Land. Let's play this. We're just gonna sample a bunch of games tonight. See if I can navigate this with my controller. There we go. Hook the Game Boy up to the tele. Pac-Man, play, dude. I have to, right? Whoa, it's loud. Sorry. Yeah, let's play some Pac-Man soon as well. That's a good idea, Jason. Is it still super loud? I know it turned on loud, but how is that after I adjusted it? Look at this freaking green screen. So many memories, man. If you could pay me like $15 Aussie, I'm an hour, I'm happy, dude. That's a, I don't know what that would be in USD, but I'm sure it's too much for what I can afford right now. Miss Nightmare, what's going on? And Daywalker's in here. What's up? Play some Street Fighter 2. That's a classic. By the way, if anyone in here is into skiing, y'all need to hit up Daywalker's channel, as in snow skiing. He's literally a professional. He's got a pretty awesome channel going that I somehow didn't even know about. So go subscribe right now. Daywalker, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but you should absolutely put your link in the chat if it allows you to, or in the Discord. Oh, Link's Awakening, dude. So good. Smash Bros. Put it in the middle of the sound. Yes, between two slopes is what Daywalker's channel is called. Oh, that's cool, John. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, yeah, let me know how the volume is now. I'm going to turn the lights off. Haha, look at that contrast, man. I loved this game as a kid. How did you embarrass yourself twice today, Miss Nightmare? What happened? Couldn't have been that bad. This game literally has 5 levels, you guys. I'm not even joking. It has 5 levels and then you beat the game. I wonder if I should zoom out my view a little bit so it's a little more clear for you guys. Let's have a little bit of the TV view. There we go. A little farther out than we usually do. This game, of course, was made by Masahiro Sakurai, the man himself. Daddy Sakurai. Oh, for sure, Daywalker. For sure. Let's see how much of my muscle memory comes back from this. We're almost past the first level out of 5. They get a little longer if I remember right, but... This is one of those games that just... On Game Boy, I mean, Game Boy games are pretty rudimentary, right? But like, this game was, I think, ahead of its time, graphically as well, for the Game Boy. I'm gonna beat this level, and then we're gonna keep chilling and chatting about stuff. Hold on, I gotta read this. Mario Land 1 was only 3 hours long, I believe. I have not played that in a long time. Maybe we should try and beat that one time as well. Yes, I did like the gift, John. I did. My mom left to go to work. She said, "Love you," and I said, "Love you too, babe." Thought my boyfriend said that. That's funny. Castlevania for Game Boy? Yeah, they're rough. They're rough, dude. And Jeebus said something, I read his name wrong. I thought boyfriend sent me something and I called Jeebus babe. He's like, sure, I didn't think we were that close, but all right. Colby, did you see the pic of the pew pew Craig got me? What? No? Did you send it on message? I know you send messages on Messenger. I see them half the time. If you sent it on there, I'll pull it up right now and check it out. I didn't know you were into pew pews, Sonny. That's awesome. Okay, we're at the boss of level 1, literally. Kirby's Adventure, though, on the NES is actually really fun, and it's actually pretty challenging, which is what is based off of it. This was I believe this was the first Kirby game ever. And then Kirby's Adventure on NES brought it to the next level, to say the least. That game is pretty massive, and it's difficult. Amazing, though. That game is amazing. Little Kirby's Dance. We got Tucker Hall in the chat. Dude, Tucker, we were just talking about you, man. What's up? Castle Low. Let's see. Iker Casillas Marquez. I probably butchered your name, but welcome. Thanks for being here. I really like your videos on MUVR. Man, thanks so much for joining us, and thank you for watching the videos. I love you watching them. So tonight we're just hanging out, playing some Game Boy. Of course, that first level's so easy. But I'm gonna start forgetting things as we move on. I haven't done any copy abilities yet. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. You can't suck up the mummies. This game drops frames like crazy, though. What's the next Game Boy game? I don't know. We just started this one. I think after this, I might do... We were going to try Pac-Man. Is anybody here familiar with the original Prince of Persia? Loved that game on Game Boy. I have that in here as well. We might have to play the first level of that too. It's pretty great. Oh yeah, the fire thing. You got your hot curry. Dude, look how massive the pixels are in this game, though. You can literally count the pixels on some of these sprites. It's crazy. Having it blown up on a TV like this is kind of intense. For the other Game Boy games when we play them, we could totally just play them on the actual Game Boy system in MUVR. That might be really hard for you to see though. Okay, we're at the boss of level 2. Boss for level 2. We are 2/5 of the way through the game. Almost halfway through the game. Ah! And then I'll check you guys' chats here in a sec. Caught one. Ooh. There we go. Level 2 complete. Float Islands. Look how cute this game is, though. Pretty ahead of its time. Okay, have you played Castlevania Legends on Game Boy, the one with Sonya? I have not. That's right, there's no copy abilities in this. Didn't butcher your name. Oh, good. Iker. I'll call you Iker. If that's okay. Chris Burton's your TL, Sonny? I didn't know that. Dude, me and Chris hung out like the whole time. Yeah, we were hanging out like the entire time next to each other. In fact, I got to show you a picture of me and Chris. You guys are never going to be able to unsee this picture. So during the shopping that I told you about, when I bought my Ghostbusters book, got my goodies, me and Chris ended up having to wait for the group of ladies that were with us as well. They went into Victoria's Secret and were like done shopping. Me and him were done shopping like 2 hours before that. So we're like, we were their rides. We had to wait for them. So we're standing like right in front. We're like right inside the door of Victoria's Secret because we're not going to walk around in there. We're like, let's just sit here and wait for them. They're taking forever. Okay. And so we're like just chatting and stuff. And we noticed the windows, like the display windows at the front wall, are missing some mannequins. So we're like, dude, let's go in there and pose in the windows for everybody outside to see. Ready? You're not going to be able to unsee this. You can't really see it, but like you got the Victoria models behind us. And we just stood there for like 10 minutes like that, doing different poses. I should post the picture in the Discord so you can see it a little better, but it was quite funny. So there you go. That was me and Chris. The adventures of me and Chris. Let's see. I gotta get caught up on the chat here. Iker's talking about the SNES version of Kirby are awesome, but you're probably talking about Prince of Persia. Yeah, Prince of Persia is fantastic, dude. I played it originally on MS-DOS as well, John. Metal! Hey, what's up, Metal? Good to see you, man. How are you been? Let's see. Have you seen Dragon's Lair for Game Boy Color? Yes, I have. I'm a big Dragon's Lair fan. Loved it back in the day on PC. I'm not quite old enough to have played it in the arcades, but I did have it on PC. Love that game. But yeah, the Game Boy Color version is pretty trash. Legends is not canon. Yep. What a bunch of jokers. Last night was scary. I was trying to post a video for this channel of mine, and I literally saw someone walk past my window going behind our yard. Oh gosh. Creepy. Oh, dropped it in the stream chat. Hold on, I gotta go check this out, Craig. Ooh, I love the little pink case too. I love that. It's a Smith & Wesson, right? I'm trying to see what it is. I mean, Smith & Wesson is a fantastic brand. What specific firearm is that? Dude, that's nice, Sonny. I like it. That looks a lot like mine. Mine's not a Smith & Wesson. My first pistol was a Smith & Wesson, but I sold it. I had the M&P 2.0, but I needed something a little smaller to carry, especially for concealed carry. So I sold it. Ooh. But yeah, that does look similar to the one I have now. Knowing Craig, you probably found that at a thrift store. You found that at a pawn shop for like 80 bucks, didn't you? I'm gonna die. I'm being reckless here. Ow. The whole microphone that kills everybody. I assume volume's okay, right? After I adjusted it. That's what I'm looking for. Controls were horrible. Yeah, exactly. A platform. Really hated the NES version. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. Game Boy Color was the first one to be the arcade game on anything but arcade. Wow, that's interesting. Hopefully you're doing okay, Miss Nightmare. Speaking of pew-pews, you should carry as well. I think you're old enough, right? I forget how old you are, but... Oh, look at Kirby as you wait. I didn't realize he does things. That's awesome. Lose health just by using weapons? Yeah. Oh, it's 300. Okay. Not bad still. Need a proper rifle soon. Says metal. Yeah, I hear you, John. I hear you. Kirby just did a dance. I saw it. Oh, yeah, that is a good deal, Craig. Oh, you're 21. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's never something I would force someone into, but if a person's comfortable with it, I would always recommend getting a firearm, and not just getting one, but getting one and training with it and being educated about it. Because, you know, whether you use it or not for fun or for defense or whatever, it's a great thing, assuming you're comfortable with it, right? If you're not, though, it's not for everybody. And that's totally fine. Oh, yeah, and that's a whole other discussion, John. John makes a good point. He's like, man, sometimes I wish, you know, it was a little easier to get a firearm in Australia, but he's also like, there's some good sides to that too, and I agree, but there's no way I'd ever choose the latter over right to bear arms, man. It's just, it's so important. And we could talk, you know, politics all day, which I have no plans to do that on this stream, but y'all know where I stand on that. We don't have a gun problem in this world or in this country. We have a religion problem and a mental health problem. That's what we have. Woo! Dude, we are like over halfway through this game in its entirety. I remember this game being pretty robust though as a kid, but once I got, you know, good at it, I could beat it in like an hour as a kid. Ah, this Coke is helping me, guys. Helping me wake up. Let's see. We install Windows 98 on a stream. That would be funny. Metal says, hey, Colby, I began reading Crimson Sun yesterday. Didn't mean to take so long to start. Dude, that's awesome. I didn't realize that you hadn't read it. Dude, that's really cool. I appreciate that. I wanted to, I think I put it in the Discord, but you guys saw my post. You know you've made it as an author when you find your own books in the thrift store. Me and Imaginadaughter number 1 were looking through books at a random thrift store just right in the middle of Salt Lake City. And boom, there were my books. The first 2 they were just sitting there. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I don't know. I thought that was really cool. Craig, thinking of switching my M&P 2.0 for a Bodyguard 2.0. Oh, you got your CCP. Nice. Oh, when you said the Bodyguard, I was thinking the M&P Shield. which is a freaking nice gun. I love the shield. In hindsight, I would have got that very first instead of the 2.0. But anyway, yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. Exactly, Miss Nightmare. Exactly. Better to have one than be a victim. I used to be scared of them, and then Craig helped me get over it, taught me how to use it. That's fantastic. Yeah, all you need is good education about it. And it's just like driving a car, right? A gun, just like a car, is a machine that can be very useful and very fun, or very deadly if you don't know how to use it. And remember when you're 15 in driver's ed, cars were scary, man. But not anymore, because you learned how to use it, and the guns are the same way. Yeah, John, I think the trade-off is not worth it. You're right. Of course, the shootings would go down, of course, if guns are hard to get. But you give up too much, I think. It's not worth it. Yeah, we have a people problem, Miss Nightmare, and I would even say specifically a religion problem. When you kick God out of society, you get bad choices. When you get bad choices, you get broken families, and when you get broken families, you get mental health issues. This is generalization, obviously. There's many more facets to this, but in general, you kick God out, society starts to break down, and that's when violence happens in all of its forms. So we don't have a gun problem, we have a religion problem. What, Coke? Metal? Yeah, I'm drinking Coke tonight. Yeah, the books were signed. Oh, I missed your chat, Iker. Hold on, I need to go back up. I must have missed it, Iker. I'm sorry. Crest, though. Hi, Rez. What's going on? Oh, Demon's Crest. Dude, I have Demon's Crest right here. Here, the game's paused. I got Demon's Crest right here, my man. I freaking love Demon's Crest. It's so good. We should stream that one, because I don't think I ever beat it as a kid, actually. Dude, Demon's Crest. That's a good shout out, Iker. Sunny's is the Shield 380. Mine is the M&P, but oh, cool. Oh, that's the Shield 380. Oh, that's the Shield. Okay. But chambered in 380. That's cool. That's cool. Hi, Rez. Not much. Good to see you. I found your channel a few months back when I was getting into MUVR. Oh, heck yeah, dude. You got to show us your MUVR room if it's all set up. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not. The link should be in the description of this video, but go ahead and join the Discord and post pictures of your room, and we'll check them out together on stream right now. Remember when we used to do that, guys? Anyone that has an MUVR room, let's check it out together. Dude, Craig, you've never heard of Demon's Crest? It's by Capcom. It's made by Capcom. Hey, Babel's in the house. What's up, Babel? It's been a while. Mainly, that's my fault, but I'll join the Discord. Heck yeah. Share those MUVR pictures if you'd like. We'd love to check them out. Do you like Arabian-themed RPGs? Defenders of Oasis. Never heard of it. I need to check that out. Let's keep going with Kirby. We're definitely going to beat this tonight. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. The little blimp boss. Ooh, that was close. Kirby moves very slowly. This is bringing back a lot of memories. I remember sneaking my Game Boy to school and playing this behind my books at my desk. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. That's right, Craig. I forgot all about that. That's one of Craig's favorite games, if I remember right, right? Or is it your favorite game of all time? I never played much of Tactics, to be quite honest. Should we do that on stream? Should I get Tactics Remastered and try it on stream? That's true, Sonny. These are all good things. 100%. 100%. Ooh. Didn't this game get remade? Isn't the Super Nintendo one a remake of this? I can't remember. Kirby, like, Return to Dreamland, or... Oh, crap. Forgot about these guys. I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure this game got remade at some point. Just muscle memories coming back. I can't believe the capture mechanic didn't exist when this game came out. That's kind of wild. That's Kirby's whole identity. Oh. The levels are getting slightly harder. Oh gosh. Stay away. I'm going to zoom away from the TV just a little bit more. There we go. How does that look? That way you get a little bit of the MUVR environment with it, right? For the vibes. You check the chat. Sorry I've been crunching in your ear all night, by the way. Final Fantasy Tactics is a fantastic game. Such a great story. Remember one time when I bought my GBA to school and showed my friends at lunch and I played some Minish Cap, says Hero. You and Craig playing together? Yes. What do you call a bootleg Game Boy? A same boy. Nice. What plans have I got for next month? I was just saying before the stream died earlier, I'm kind of behind on planning for the channel. Just life has been so busy lately. And it's only going to get busier as the end of the year approaches. But I'm definitely going to do some Ghostbusters something. We might play the PlayStation 4 Ghostbusters game. Or PS3, technically. We're going to probably do Luigi's Mansion. I do have a stream set for sometime in the future where we're going to get Mrs. Imaginator on here. The Mrs. herself, Mrs. Imaginator. I've got a fun thing planned for her. Two fun things. The second of which will be to have her play. She's not a gamer at all, and she gets crazy, like, scared at stuff, even for normal games, because she, like, doesn't know how to control it, and she freaks out. I thought it would be hilarious if we could get her to play a scary game, like an actual horror game, where she's, like, not even a gamer at all. I think that would be hilarious. So throw your ideas in the chat of what she could play. Nothing too brutal. Nothing too crazy. We're not going to throw her into Silent Hill 2 Remake or something like that. What are you planning for my birthday? That's right. John's birthday's coming up dang soon, right? Miss Nightmare, yes. Erica Kirk's speech was so powerful. Absolutely amazing. Iker is going to get MUVR after the computer's fixed. Oh, were you the one that commented earlier on a video and just said, my computer's broken. Do I have to have a PC? And I said, yeah, sadly you do. That must have been you, maybe. But dude, you totally should, and then drop your room in the Discord chat so we can check out your room. For sure. Oh, that's cool, Metal. That's what Return to Dreamland was. Okay. Nice. It started beeping. I didn't know what to do. It was going to detonate. Let's see. Get to admire your posters. It's Colby ASMR. The chewing of pretzels and drinking of Coke. Nah, John's always super willing to help, and I so appreciate that. But I never wanted this channel to become a job unless by some miracle it took off and it could be my job. Like, I never want it to be a burden on myself or anyone else. Appreciate your offer though, John. You're awesome. We're definitely going to get the Halloween stream again for sure. What date is Halloween on this year? It's on a Friday. We're absolutely going to do that. I mean, it might not be on Halloween itself because I'm usually occupied with family stuff that night, but we will definitely be doing our main Halloween stream for sure. Ghostbusters, something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Can we get your wife to play Keep Talking Nobody Explodes? Oh, that would be hilarious. She can't do VR though. She will not do VR because it gives her a terrible headache. And she refuses to like go through the learning curve to get used to it. Fatal Frame remake is coming. Dude, Craig, you were the first person I thought of when I saw that. Because I think that was the one I remember you talking about a long time ago that you really liked, like in high school and stuff. Sorry, I'm so behind on the chat. 6 days away from John's birthday. That's exciting. I want a Steam Deck for RPGs, RPG Maker, standouts, and Chemco gotchas. Good call for sure. Do you have a Steam Deck, Tyler? Sounds like you might. Hey, I watched your Final Fantasy V-2 video, says Babel. It was a great video. I picked up the first VHS at Blockbuster of all places. I ended up getting the second VHS and Ruined Explorers at Suncoast. Dude, Babel is hitting on the nostalgia hard right now. I remember how amazing that era was in Suncoast. Of course, I talk about it in the video, but Ruined Explorers, I loved that one. I remember getting that on VHS as well. I had it in my collection for a while. All right, Daywalker, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Everyone go subscribe to Daywalker's channel if you're a skier or if you just like funny memes, because he drops tons of funny shorts. So go subscribe right now. Dulcie, welcome to the chat. Awesome to have you here. Are you a fan of Resident Evil or Yakuza? I love Resident Evil. That is a favorite series of mine. I have played and beat all of them except 5 and 6, which I completely skipped. I was out of the country serving a mission for my church when those came out, so I really couldn't play them. And then I heard they were awful, so I never even tried. But I've played and beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. I love Resident Evil. Love the classic ones. Really loved the remakes in VR. Village and 4 in VR were incredible. Oh yeah, boss phase 1. I forgot about this. I might die at this point. That'd be wild if I could get through this whole game without dying once. That's a hit. I have 1 hit left. So can we survive? Oh, there's a life bottle. A couple of them. I botched this really bad. Nice. Okay, we're back in business. Let's see. I don't know about enjoy, but lots of trauma. A stream falls on your birthday. Oh, that's awesome. We're definitely gonna have to do a little celebration. You could use the birthday room I made for you. Just don't look at the presents. Suncoast was a deep recessed memory you guys just brought back up. Those were magical times, were they not? Suncoast was so cool. Browsing through all the VHS tapes, they had some really cool posters. In fact, you know what's funny? I'm gonna show you guys something funny. A relic from the past. When I pre-ordered my extended versions of the Fellowship of the Ring DVDs, the initial release back in early 2002, I pre-ordered it through Suncoast, and they gave me a pre-order map of Middle Earth right here. You see that? I don't, oh, my cord is gonna give me trouble maybe. There we go. And in the corner, you can see, oh gosh, what just happened? It says Suncoast right there in the corner. So there you go. My map of Middle Earth came straight from Suncoast, and it's right by my map of Japan. So there you go. There's your fun little side quest for tonight. And something just fell. Oh, it was my speaker. But yeah, core memory unlocked for sure. Gosh. Okay, we're back in business. Sorry about that. Tangent. Used to love going there as a kid. The author of the Ruin Explorers manga is the same person that did the character design for Xenogears. Oh, wow. Loving the stream, by the way. Thank you, Dulcie. Appreciate you, man. I must be gone, my friends. Until next time. See you later, hero. Y'all wish I had snacks, but I ate all my candy that my boyfriend brought me a few weeks ago. Yeah, I kind of want something. I'm kind of pretzeled out now, but I'm still munchy, so. Tomb Raider, another good one, Iker. I've actually never played the original Tomb Raiders very much on PlayStation. I remember, you know, my friends getting it and renting it and being like, bro, look at her. She's so hot. She's like 20 polygons. She's so hot. You know, we're like 12-year-old boys. But I did play the first remake, the 20, what was that, 13? Man, that game is good. The first Lara Croft, or the Tomb Raider remake is amazing. Almost to the end of this level, and then we'll be on the last level of the game. Oh, I'm stuck. All right, here's the boss. Before I hit the boss up, I gotta get caught all the way up on chats. Oh. Colby, did your mother taught you not to be so clumsy? It failed, if she did. Meme voice, I have the map. Crunchy pretzels would make my head hurt. It's really weird. That is weird. Bought Tomb Raider remastered and hated it. I heard it had some problems, like some technical problems. Is that true? Playing Space Cadet. Oh, with your dad. That's cool. Tell him hi. From Nostalgia Nation. I can't remember this guy's pattern. That's the trouble. Oh, gosh. Okay. I might die on him, actually. Gosh. I pushed the wrong button. Drops the henchman. I need to jump and shoot. Okay, he's not doing his swoop move. We might be okay. We might be okay. We gotta beat this without dying. 2 more hits. Then 3 for me. Okay, we're both at 2. I got cocky. Boom! Nailed it. The remaster release was a poorly optimized release across all platforms. Mount DDD, last level of the game. Level 5. These cutscenes are pretty cool for a Game Boy game, though. I think you just jump right into the end battle, if I remember right. Oh yeah, you have to beat all the bosses again. Okay. Boss rush. Was poorly optimized release across all platforms, and the devs were being really weird about Lara's past icon status, with Young Men's leader. They censored a poster in the game. I do remember hearing about that, and everybody was pissed about the censoring. Finished school for the year. Nice, John. Let's beat this guy again first, since I just did. Oops. We died. I hit a spike guy and we died in one hit. Dang it. So much for our flawless victory. That's okay. Why is there a Kirby here? Oh, okay. Oh, I can just run to the corner. Ow. Are these harder versions? Probably not. Oh, whoops. I wasn't watching, I was looking at chat. The controls of that version sucked too, you said? Problem I had with the collection is that the sound just stayed the same. Oh, like they didn't have remastered music, you mean? Definitely lame. Oh, they replaced the tank controls. That's good, at least. Poor Lara. She's a freaking icon of gaming, right? But she's not had the best luck with games recently. She deserves better. All right, blimp. We're about halfway through stream, so this took us an hour to beat. In the end, it'll have taken us about an hour. Ish. Oh, it carries my life over. Dang. I better be careful. I only have 2 hits left. Ooh, crap. Missed. 1 down. I'm afraid that if I die during this boss rush mode, it'll start all the doors over. I could see it doing that. It's an old game. Old games have no mercy. I like the modern Tomb Raider games, but I want my Tomb Raider to have the same energy as the films. I never saw the movies, actually. Justice for Laura. Is it really not going to give me any HP? I have 1 hit left. The little kung fu guys. Boyfriend's mom found a pregnant cat and gave birth 10 kittens. The last one died. Dang, that's crazy. Epic crummy 90s action. I'll add that to the list for movie night. Everyone is dunking on the Metroid Prime 4 trailer. I'm inclined to agree. It's primed to be Breath of the Wild wannabe with that desert. Yeah, Metal, I don't know what to think about it. And I'm not the biggest Prime fan anyway. Like, I like them. I'm more of a 2D Metroid guy. I've only ever played through Prime 1. I never played through Prime 2 or 3. So, like, I was already kind of like, yeah, maybe I'll get it. Especially since there's nothing to play on the Switch 2 at all. But I don't know. Yeah, that trailer... I'm not sure what to think of it. It could just be that the trailers have been really bad because they haven't been that exciting, but that doesn't always mean the game won't be exciting. Just like Breath of the Wild, that launch trailer for Breath of the Wild was like one of the best game trailers of all time, and the game was like not nearly as cool as the trailer made it out to be. So trailers can't always be trusted, but I'm with you. I'm a little bit, I have thoughts on it. I'm a little bit scared. Yeah, movie night would be fun. Early 2000s product. Watched them in theater with my wife when we were dating. Oh, that's cool. Wispy Woods is waiting for you. Switch 2 has no games, just like how PS3 has no games. Yeah, the only real must play for Switch 2 exclusively right now is Donkey Kong Bonanza. The rest, they're all just ports and stuff other than Mario Kart World, which ended up being not great. Dang, we beat them all. All right, am I gonna go into DDD literally with one hit left? What about IBP? IBP. Or LBP? I'm trying to think what that would be. Did they put the DK rap in Bonanza? Oh yeah, it's in there for sure. Prime 1 was great with all the callbacks. Metroid Dread kicked my butt, and I loved it kicked my butt. It did that the way Metroid would kick your butt, you know? Yeah. Dread was fantastic because it was brutal, and I loved that. I took up the hat. I know. I needed it off for a sec. Oh, Little Big Planet. All right. Let's see if I can... what I can do here. I mean, he's definitely going to kill me. I'm going to get hit at least once. I can't remember his pattern. The original DDD boxing ring. Look at that. There's my one hit. Let's see if it makes me do everything again. Excellent. Okay, we're in the money. We're in the business. That was what, my second death? That's how you have to get the stars to kill him, is with his hammer or his jump. And I believe there's a phase 2 to this fight, if I remember right. Oh. I hate when he gets too close like that. Stop! That's the money we want. Might as well get a star to shoot while I'm getting hit. Maybe he doesn't have a phase 2. Maybe I'm remembering Kirby's Adventure. This might be it, actually. He starts jumping twice, too, I think, if I remember it right. I'm just getting flashbacks. Oh, don't America! We have equal life now. That's too close for comfort. There's the second jump. Ah. The hammer always scares me. You never know if he's gonna come too close to hit you or stop a little ways away. So we just wait for the jumps. 2 more hits. Oh, son of a gun. You piece of crap. Still faring better than he is by 1 hit. Nope. Not gonna risk it. There we go. 1 more hit. 1 more hit. This is it. I think that's it. I don't think there's a phase 2. Let me zoom in for the ending for you guys. The ending of this is adorable. What does Kirby do? He becomes a blimp for the castle. Oh. The credits. Look at that. Masa Sakurai. Kyohei Miyabi. We beat it. I've never played Red Planet. I don't know what that is. Oh, you sent an updated MEVR room in the chat. Okay, we'll check it out. Ah, the map in Dread. Yeah, I could see that. Knight Rider. I don't know what that is. Plot twist. There is a second adventure. In this. Oh, you're jogging my memory. Is there like a something after? I forgot. Bye-bye. Ah, that's right. Iker, I forgot. Press up A and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. And he sits here and cries for a minute. Just predicted the future. Before he got his famous Poyo. Up, select, and A. Let's try it. You actually have to turn the game off. Up, select, and A. Extra game. I think it's just like harder. I don't remember. We're not going to play it, obviously, but let's just see. Now you have copy abilities. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the enemies are way faster. It's like a hard mode. Look at these guys. Okay. Let's kick the light back on. That's bugging me that he's flashing. There we go. This is a random update. I forgot to tell you guys. You remember my Final Fantasy IX figurines that I said I pre-ordered them like immediately. Remember with the 25th anniversary? They're very expensive. I ordered the Zidane one and the Dagger one, and they've been stuck in Japan ever since. They released last month, and they've been stuck in transit basically on the Japan side. So I've been calling people and emailing people, and I think I'm finally going to get them shipped here in the next few days, and they'll probably take a few weeks to get to me. I'm hoping I get these by Christmas. Maybe they'll be my Christmas present, but I'm like, it's driving me nuts. I pre-ordered those in March or April or something like that, and I still don't have them. It's driving me crazy. Iker's got to go to sleep. All right, Iker, thanks so much for stopping in. We really enjoyed having you here. Part of the family now, part of a Nostalgia Nation. Stop in next time. We'd love to have you. John's still peeling over there. Let me check out the Discord. John's got some pictures in here. Let me drag them over. You got the Back to the Future. I like the Game Boy on the shelf, the Game Boy box, the DeLorean. You got your Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. Is that Mad Max in the picture? Metal Gear Solid, of course. As we rotate around the room, you've got your NES games, your 64 games, all your tapes up here. I like it. Systems. What's that down there? Oh, yeah, the little shop. And most of the props in here, I noticed, John made himself, actually. All of his figurines. You got my Ghostbusters up there. That's amazing. Mad Max. Top Gun. Dude, some Symphony. Love that. That's looking good. That is looking good. I actually forgot kind of what the default bed sheets and floor and stuff looked like. It's been so long since I've replaced the floor and all that with, you know, this wood, with the wood paneling. It's like I forgot that was a thing. I dare you to install Windows 98. Oh, that's cool. You have that picture in real life. Oh, you changed the walls and floor at least. Okay. I don't think... No, this is different carpet. I remember finding this. I'm almost positive. Or maybe I got it and then I replaced it. All right, let's grab Kirby out of here. There's how it would look on the regular screen if we were just doing it normally. That would be way too small. Let's put this over here on the bed. Whoa. We got to do the first level of Prince of Persia. And then we got to do some Pac-Man. Prince of Persia for the Game Boy Color. I was so excited when I bought this as a kid, this black cartridge. We're going to actually play it on the GBC this time. Ooh. Let's put the GB sizzle down here. Oh, the memories. Oh, look at that beast. Ready for the theme song? GB Sizzle. Game Boy Color. This game's cool because you have 60 minutes to beat the game. The whole game is timed. We'll just do the first level. I'll pull it in a little closer, though. See the timer down at the bottom? That is literally 60 minutes to beat the game. You've got fall damage, traps on the floor. You've got your baby step. And you've got your long jump. This was really like the original speedrun game. You can cling to ledges and you can like swing back and forth. It's really pretty intricate. You have to memorize every little thing and do the button presses exactly right to speedrun this game. And Speed run you had to do to beat it. Come over here. I always like to jump right here and oh, I missed the jump and grab the ledge is what I was gonna say. Grab the sword. Do a little baby step. There's spikes that come up all the time. There's some secrets right here too that I'm skipping, but you can get like, you can increase your max health and stuff. Oops. Yeah, dude, like every minute counts in this game. I think there's like 12 levels or something too, if I remember right. And the fencing mechanic is actually pretty cool. For how old this game is, the original version I want to say was in the 70s. But you approach a guy, your sword comes out, and you can go back and forth and block like that. And they will push you, like if you let them advance and you're retreating, they will push you right into other screens and they'll push you off ledges and everything. Open the door. And off we go. I don't have the whole game memorized anymore. I could probably do it this quick for the first like 2 or 3 levels and then I'd die, but... That is Prince of Persia. Look at this beast. I loved my purple Game Boy Color so much. There it is. Yeah, it used a password save system. Oh, I grabbed the comic book. Stop. How's that for waiting music? Dun 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 dun. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Stop the music. Make it stop. Okay. Any fans of the Shantae series? These games are fantastic. 1989 for the Apple II computer. That's right, the Apple computer. I remember playing that version at my uncle's house. Yeah, I get it. Prince of Persia is an acquired taste for sure. I know of Shantae as well as knowing a Shantae in real life who you don't get along with. Dude, the Mega Man X password music is so good. I have RPG Maker, the Japanese version for Game Boy Color, because that never came out in the States. Of course, we got Pokemon Red we could always play. I loved Donkey Kong. Great game. Mario Land. I have the original Mario Land here. And then the DX version here, which is a ROM hack. Greatly improves it. I think it makes it compatible with the Game Boy Color, and Luigi's in it. What up, my party people? Wise Basic. Yes. What's up, Wise? Yeah, dude, Donkey Kong. I agree. Let's do it. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. Let's do the Game Boy Pocket this time. It's so hard, like not in VR. Okay, I'm gonna stand this guy up. Hook him to the TV. Please cooperate. Nope. I need you to cooperate. Okay, let's put the game in first. I remember one Christmas hanging out with my cousins, my best friend cousins who I always hung out with, and he had just got this red Game Boy Pocket that I have right here. And I remember seeing I remember specifically he was playing Indiana Jones for Game Boy, the original Game Boy, on his pocket. And I was like, that looks so much better than the original Game Boy that I have. And I was determined to get a Game Boy Pocket. And I did. I saved up and bought a red one. It's not turning on. There we go. The red Game Boy Pocket does not hook up to the TV. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna freeze this in the air then. Let's turn that down a little bit. I gotta remember how to freeze it. Hold on. Oh, let's do this. Let's put it on the table. I'll just do this. Let's turn off the light. Such a good game. Hey, Princess Zelda's here. What's going on, Zelda? Been playing some Final Fantasy 13 on my 360 because I just bought it. Could I get some input on the game? Like, is it good or bad? Or I never played 13. That's one of the few Final Fantasies I never played. I heard it was absolutely terrible, especially 13, 2, and 3. So I never played 13. I never played any of them. I fell off Final Fantasy and it kind of died to me after 10. Although I did like 12. I liked 12 just fine. So you'll have to tell me, Wise, what you think of it. Black and white better than the soup green? 100% it is. You don't have a Super Game Boy? I don't have it in the MUVR right now. Yeah, I used to play this game on the Super Game Boy in real life back in the day. That's how I played through this with my cousin, was on Super Game Boy. It was Steven. Me and Steven played through this on his Super Game Boy. Working a lot and sewing, says Princess. It's okay so far. You'll have to keep me posted on what you think of it. 94. This game is a blast. You can see I've already been playing it in MUVR. Stage 12. Just a little bit I played it, but we'll start a new game. Yeah, this game is so good. It's Lady. It's not Pauline. It's Lady. 25 meters. Yeah, it's Lady, who is, according to Donkey Kong Bonanza, is Pauline's grandma. What are the buttons? I need to remember the buttons. Miss Nightmare's washing dishes. What are you doing over there? Yeah, John, it's Nintendo, so the lore doesn't connect. But in Donkey Kong Bonanza, anyway, that is Pauline's, little Pauline from Bonanza. That's her grandma. It doesn't make any sense. Need my glasses on. And my hat of power. 50 meters. This game's levels actually get pretty crazy difficult. Dude, the sounds are what bring my memories back the most. They took their dentures out and went to bed. Dude, Jumpman is limber in this. The screen is cut off. Have you noticed that? It's like zoomed in like 10%. Zelda, they're having a party together, dancing in the moonlight. Can we go to Wendy's to celebrate your return? I would love that. I'm honestly way too dead tired, but let's see how Wednesday goes. Pokemon Red is interesting on Super Game Boy as well. Did that have Super Game Boy functionality? I don't know if I knew that. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. The original Atari one or whatever was Jumpman. I'm here. You gotta actually go to the other side though. It's like Pac-Man. Which we still need to play. My Game Boy Color version of Pac-Man I absolutely adored. Ooh! Die! Oh, do you have to just... There we go. You have to disconnect all the bridges. Oh, I see. Just red and blue and gold and silver were more Game Boy Color. I don't know if I knew that. Well, this is Donkey Kong. We've got about 30 minutes left in the stream. This game is long too, by the way. There's a lot of worlds in this game. Pokemon Yellow was my exit from Pokemon. I was obsessed with Pokemon Red and Blue. You know, I was there at ground zero when it came out. I talk about it in my video about A Farewell to Handhelds, if you want to watch that. But after Pokemon Yellow, really by the time Pokemon Yellow came out, I was kind of over Pokemon a little bit. I couldn't be bothered. I was too into Final Fantasy. I remember thinking Yellow looked cool on the Game Boy Color, but I don't think I ever got it. After this level, we'll change to something else. Ooh. I can't remember how to get the hat. Oh, you gotta get the key and climb up on the key, I think. Yeah, I don't know why the screen's cut off a little bit. I wonder if the Donkey Kong and Mario... Oh gosh, it resets. What are they called? The new ones, the new take spin they did on this game. Like the Mario and Donkey Kong wind-up toy one. I wonder if that was any good. Hey, Iker's back. What's up? You haven't missed anything. Gen 1 was the best. I agree. And you know what? Okay, let me do this little mini game and then we're going to talk Pokemon for a sec. Because I'm not like a huge Pokemon fan. But again, I loved it as a kid. When it first came out, that was everything. The thing I can't stand about Pokemon and Game Freak in general is they refuse to evolve. They refuse to innovate and change the series. I mean, we were on the Pokemon Red formula for like 20 years before they started to mess with the formula a little bit. And even then, they didn't push it very far at all. Not to mention, of course, these games are known to be broken, like super broken. How come I can't eject the game? Game Boy Pocket's janky. I didn't realize that. Oh, this song. Oh my gosh. I remember it. I can't even power it off. You know what we're going to do? I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Where is it? Ready? Jordan. Oh, I barely missed it. Trash. Just threw my Game Boy Pocket in the garbage. Yeah, so they refused to evolve. And can you imagine how amazing Pokemon could have been if they just evolved the series? Like, even now. I know they've changed some stuff, but I just don't like the direction it went. And I still cannot believe that they haven't made Pokemon Online, like in a full-blown MMO. How has that not happened yet? Yeah, Game Freak frustrates me because they refuse to evolve. No pun intended. See what I did there? Evolve. A couple of... This is totally change of subject. A couple of funny things. Y'all remember I applied to the video game developer. I applied for a position there. Not the Nintendo one, the other one. After like I did all the writing tests, they loved it. I did an interview, they loved it. And then the like head honchos of the company were gonna, I guess, I don't know why they have their hand in this jar, but they're like, we're gonna review stuff and get back with you. And it's been like a month. They finally got back with me this morning from China saying, hey, we want to have a phone interview with you tomorrow night. I was like, all right. I'm like, I've kind of moved on at this point, but we'll see what you have to offer. So I have I guess a second interview tomorrow night on the phone to be for this game writer position. It'll be writing dialogue and stuff for this certain game series, and it's a known game series. It's not huge, but it's not small either. It's somewhere in the middle, AA, I would say. But I don't know, because I've gathered a lot of intel in the meantime, and I've heard the culture there is not good, and that is not worth any amount of money to me. Culture and quality of life are number one important. So anyway, still have that 80s pinup. Yeah, it's so cheesy. I love it. A lot of stuff seems to frustrate you. Yeah, I'm 40. Everything frustrates me now. Everything. Mega Evolution from Gen 6 was amazing, but where's my glasses? Speaking of being 40. Terrastillization? What is that? Legends Arceus is the most they ever tried to make the game legit better. Yeah, that was the one that was like free range, actual like real-time battles, right? Z-Power. Are you thinking about making the jump if they offer position? That's the thing, is I am 90% sure, probably more than that. I'm like 95% sure that I have the position. But here's the thing, without saying too much, because I don't want to get in trouble. The first guy that interviewed me was like, you know what? I'm just going to level with you. He's like, you're walking into a nightmare, a political nightmare, like within the company. After the second game, which was crazy successful in this series, came out, like all that writer team just left because of the politics going on. And he was like the last one left. So he's like, just so you know, here's what the culture is going to play like. Here's how it's going to play out. And if you're okay with that, go for it. But if that'll drive you crazy, do not do it. I was like, oh, snap. So I'm more leaning towards I don't want to, because my current job is great. And most of all, my current job offers a very good work-life balance and all that important stuff to me. Pay doesn't matter as much to me anymore. It's more about the balance. So I can do stuff like this more easily. And my current company is great for that. So if I quit and go with something else, I'm going to make sure it counts. I'm going to make sure it's really what I want. Yeah, I got 2 months still. Almost 40. Yes, John, that's essentially what he said. Work-life balance, more streams? Yeah, I wish. I hope so. I wish this could be my full-time job, this and writing my novels again, because I haven't written novels in a long time, and I just can't. It's just not sustainable. Novels are not, they don't make money. They just don't. I love it to death, but they just don't make money, and that's fine. But I can't have it as my main career because of that. So kind of sucks. Trying to put this back in the shelf nice and proper. Gosh, what else did I have to catch up on with you guys? I told you about my Final Fantasy IX figurines updates. I don't know how I didn't mention this. The main announcement, as you see on our banners on my waiting screens and stuff, is that we are currently in the home stretch for 4,000 subscribers. 4,000. I never thought I'd be saying that. That's crazy. We're in the home stretch. We're less than 200 subs away from 4,000. So any gamer family or friends that you have, turn them onto the channel, get them to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Gonna go clean your room. That sounds boring. My dad wants to know if you went and saw the exercise. No, I did not. Self-treating worked, and for now, and I just need to be more careful. I'm not young anymore, and I didn't realize that. But with my dad being a chiropractor, I'm going to have him help me more next time I see him as well, because that helps a lot. Metal's going to bed. I'm right there with you, man. We got 20 minutes left in the stream. What are we going to do for the last 20 minutes? Should we play some Game Gear? I really don't have very many good Game Gear games because Game Gear didn't have very many good games. I got my GBAs here. Tales of Fantasia. The Broken Sword, the GBA version. Final Fantasies. Oh, we should play through Final Fantasy VI. That would be amazing. That game is way too good. We didn't play Pac-Man yet. Mega Man X. Yeah, we saw how well that went. Circle of the Moon. Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Does it fit? Will it go into, since it's all the same emulator, I wonder if it'll go into my Game Boy. It's smart enough. It doesn't go in. Okay, cool. Hook this up to the tele. I remember being blown away by Circle of the Moon when the GBA came out. If I remember, it was a launch game. I think it was a launch game or a launch window game. I remember thinking it was so cool. Because, you know, I was a big Symphony of the Night fan at that point. Whoops. I remember thinking it was so cool to hear this choir song on a Game Boy. Defenders of Oasis is pretty good of a Game Gear game. I have that over there, right? I think I do. Yeah. Hold on. I got the cooler Japanese logos, but it's one of these RPGs, isn't it? It's so hard without or while I'm in VR to like get stuff. I think I locked all these games so they wouldn't fall over. Can't even read that title. I forgot what this one's called. Sylvan Tale, that's right. I think this is Oasis, isn't it? Obviously it's the Japanese logo or label because it's way cooler. Shadamu Crusader. Okanaru Okoku. Prince of Persia and Echo and the Gem game were the best Game Gear games. Oh, I forgot Echo the Dolphin was on Game Gear too. I have that on Genesis down here somewhere. We have Echo and Echo 2, which I've never played. Channel friend Joe Stewart recommended those. Those were some of his childhood favorites. But I've never played them. There we go. I have 2 Game Gears in my room. One is 100% original. No way. Like in real life? That's amazing. I will buy one from you. See if Imaginator will fit. Imagine... It's not gonna fit. Imagine that. Can you please share an invite link to the MEVR Discord server? Yes, Lizeth. So if you want to shoot me an email, that's the easiest way to do it. I'm just using my author email, colbydunnauthor@gmail.com. I will hook you up immediately before the stream ends. It is 1830. At an old Austrian castle, from the worshippers of chaos, rise the plea for something because I read too slowly and I wasn't paying attention. That'd be so cool. My kids would love to play around on a Game Gear. Camilla. We crave the presence of the embodiment of suffering. The ruler of darkness. Yeah, dude. I've been looking into the Pocket Station. I want to get it in MEVR somehow or emulate it somehow. I have waited for this moment to be awake again. The portraits in this game are super cool. To bask in darkness and feel the moonlight within. Count Dracula, I am honored to be in your presence. Indeed, though I lack my full power. We are preparing the rite to replenish your power. Stop. Morris Baldwin. You cannot be allowed to taint the world. I remember. You were one of the vampire killers that sealed me. You've aged. It is our duty to see you banished. Amusing. To use my nemesis's life to return my power. I have no use for children. Be gone. Let's turn this up a little bit. Hugh, Nathan. Master. Father. I thought this one was with Jonathan and, what was her name? Maybe that's the second Castlevania on GBA. No creatures around here. Hugh, are you okay? Yeah. We were just brushed aside and ignored. We have to find Master. I'll go. He's my father. Nathan, you'll be in the way. Just get out of here. I want to find Master as much as anybody. Yeah, very cool that they had like real voices. Clearly I am terrible at this. Yeah, it's essentially Symphony of the Night though on Game Boy Advance, which was pretty darn impressive. Oh, the card system. I forgot about this. You can combine them and stuff. I don't think I ever beat this one. But I remember playing it quite a bit. I borrowed it from a friend. I don't think I owned this. I'm not like the biggest Castlevania fan. I love Symphony of the Night, but like... not like a huge Castlevania. I think Symphony of the Night's the only one I've really ever been into. Like a lot. Is there a reason why he can't run? Oh, that's cool. I'm tapping move twice and he doesn't run. Let's see. Oh, that's the DS one I'm thinking of. Okay. The three Castlevanias of GB are this one with Nathan, Harmony of Dissonance with Justin Belmont, and the first one with Sonia. Yeah, and those DS ones were way too hard. They were so hard. Has anyone heard of Vib Ribbon? No. Oh man, Hollow Knight. Oh, way too hard. Done. Thanks for the nostalgia. Okay, let me go to my email real quick and hook you up before I forget. Hook you up, my friend. This will only take a sec. I got your email. By the way, I love your MEVR room. Thanks, appreciate that. The activity one, you said any chance you could share the activity one. Is that a specific prop that you're looking at in here? I'm happy to share anything with you through email that I have in my room. I can easily drop it in the same email if you let me know in time. I'll put, here is the MUVR Discord link. Enjoy. Let me grab the link for you. I need to check for new UGC in MUVR anyway. Okay, copying the link over for you, my friend. And remember, once your room is assembled, hop on one of these streams with us and share in the Discord some screenshots of your room, and we'll check it out all together. Okay, and before I fire this off, I'll give you a sec just in case you want to let me know which UGC you're talking about. What did you say again? You said any chance you could share the activity one. Let me step back. Where we were looking. What were we looking at? Activity one. Oh, the actual one. The actual one. I see. Like share the actual room itself, like in its entirety. I guess I could drop like the entire UGC file in there, right? It'd probably be massive for an email. I don't know. Let me shoot this link off to you though in the meantime so you have it. By the way, you guys, I'm jumping all over subject-wise. I'm sorry. Okay, I just fired that email off to you. Lizeth, you should have that in your inbox for the invite. But for the magic walk around magic I'm going to do at Comic-Con on Thursday, I've prepared a new trick that I've never performed in public before, and it's one of my favorite ones. It's super freaking cool, and I'm excited to try it out, and hopefully I'll get a good reaction from it that I can put in the video for you guys to watch. Thanks, mate. Absolutely. My pleasure. Someone added a stereo rack to MUVR. Can we get a sneak peek? I would totally love to, Tyler, for the new trick, but it does involve things that I can't do on stream. It actually has to have physicality and interaction. Yeah, I was going to kind of explain the effect, but I'll let you guys wait and see on that one. I would totally do it on stream, but it does involve, you have to be in person to make it work right. And what appears to be a less janky Game Boy Pocket. That's good. I'll have to grab that. When is Comic-Con for Salt Lake City? It's this week, Princess Zelda. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week. So Thursday I'll be going to do Walk Around Magic. Friday I'm going with my kids. And then I'm not going on Saturday. So anyway, that's what's going on there. I've made a mess of my room. I threw away my Game Boy Pocket. I dropped my Game Gear on the floor. Ugh. I've dropped my old Game Boy. It's so nostalgic. Sometimes I just look at one of these assets and I just am launched back to like how it felt to hold it, how it felt to see it, where I was in my life at the time. Obviously, Nostalgia Nation is the name of this channel. I'm a very nostalgic person, as I'm sure you all know. But like sometimes it's crazy how fast I get shot back there when I see certain things or hear certain things. Good times. My GBA days were like 2003, 2004. Good times. Oh, my Game Boy Color I left over here. I dropped my Game Boy behind the cabinet. I can't get it out. It's stuck behind the cabinet. That's funny. That's okay. I don't save my room, obviously, when I leave it. Oh, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys saw my Vampire Hunter D video, but I still need to stream this game. The PlayStation game. Very obscure. I don't know who would ever want to watch this, but I want to play it. Bye, guys. Okay, Iker, have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Again, we've only got a couple minutes left on the stream, so appreciate you. I will let them in. My cousins and friends know that you are going to come see you and your magic. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. That'd be fun if I ran into them. John's got to come to America soon. Like I said, always, I'll pick you up from the airport. I'll take you anywhere you need to go. It'll be an adventure. I don't want to go when there's a chance I might get stuck. The current politics doesn't lead me to feel that going right now would be wise. It'd be fine. I mean, if you were here for like a week or something, you'd be totally fine right now. Utah is an extremely safe place. Can we do a thing where we get each, like the core group something? Wait, what? Can we do a thing where we get each of like the core group, each something old game thing, like a gift exchange? If we got Princess Zelda the Game Boy Color sewing machine, oh, that would be cool. Mom, I need help. My Game Boy's behind the nightstand. Mom, I lost my Game Boy. And she'd be like, I just bought you that. Why are you mistreating your thing so badly? Where is it? I can't even see it. Where's the flashlight? I can't see it. It's like underneath the table. I bet it's like underneath there, but I'm not in VR, so I can't crouch all the way. But you know what? Boom. Got another one right here. I have infinite number of Game Boys. And these other systems. I haven't set it up yet, but look what I have. I don't think I've ever showed this to you guys. I have Tiger games, Tiger handheld games. Obviously, it's got a broken image on it because I haven't configured the labels yet. But if I can get this to work, dude, that would be hilarious. I had a couple of these Tiger games. You know, they're preset, you know, NBA game or Ninja Turtle game or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I should just have this out as a decoration. Put that by the photograph of Raziel. Of Razi. Let's see. What else have I got in here? GameCube. I think everything else is out. Photos. Got my boxes. Yeah. When are you going to add the triple triad cards to MU? I need to. You know, I still have them on my bed right here. These are the MUVR cards, triple triad cards that John made for me, which are super sick. I haven't added, I think the board might be in my UGC, but I just haven't added it. And look, you can just flip it like that. You can actually just rotate it and flip it. That's pretty sick. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but I actually printed in real life a rollout mat for my triple triad cards. It's pretty sick. Look at this photograph. American Ties in the Family photograph is totally swag. I know. He was the rebel. Raziel was the rebel. We all had our nice ties on, but he had to have the crazy one. He was the rebel in the family for sure. Look at this math. Someone actually set up an actual system. It's pretty easy and good. For triple triad, that's cool. Well, folks, I think we have reached the end of this Game Boy adventure. I mean, that was pretty productive. We beat Kirby's Dream Land. What a noob game. It's a great one, though. We played a level of Prince of Persia. We played a little bit of Castlevania. What was the other one we did? Oh, Donkey Kong. I threw it in the trash. That's why it's not here. Played some good Game Boy games this day. And now I've got to lay in my bed because I am tired. Just going to lay here. Oh, go to sleep. Stare at the ceiling. Turn the light off. There we go. These lights are too bright too. Turn the TV off. Get nice and cozy. There we go. Got all these display lights everywhere. We'll keep the candles on. Lay down in my bed. There we go. Let's see. For playing cards, like setting up the pictures, but for... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That's cool. My dad had a pug tie and a bunch of other wacky ones. That's cool. Thanks for the stream. Good to have you back and chat with everyone. Yes, it's so great to be back. Sorry I was kind of half with it tonight. I'm pretty dead still. Haven't been able to catch up on any sleep, and I didn't sleep well last night, so we'll see if tonight fares better. I should be back on Wednesday. We're gonna just do another like kind of in-between or casual one, because then I'll be off on Friday. And then starting next week, a week from today, we'll probably dive into a new full game. I might put a poll up to vote on which game to play, actually, because I've got a couple I'm debating. So I'll probably throw that up for you members. If you haven't voted already, go look at the poll for Virtual Boy. It's going in the negative direction to not dive into Virtual Boy and buy it. But we'll see where it goes. I'm going to sub in Jeebus real quick. Oh, yeah, that's true. We need some Wendy's donations. First tie. That's a big step, John. Ghostbusters Remastered. Yeah, that's probably going to be one we have to do in October, at least a little bit. And again, hopefully we can get Mrs. Imaginator on here soon. But anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Missed you guys. It's been a week and a half. Again, we're on the race to 4,000 subscribers, which just is crazy. So get all of your friends and family to jump on if they're gamers. You know, if they're interested. Don't push channels on people that aren't interested, but get people to subscribe if you can. I'm going to be trying to do some more videos. The Magic one's coming soon, but again, that doesn't attract anybody to the channel. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Have a great night. I have to go to work now. Oh, have a great shift, Lyseth, and glad you joined us. And let me know in email if you need any more UGC, anything you see in my room that you want. I'm happy to forward to you. But now that you're into the MUVR Discord, you should be all set to go. But if you don't want to go hunting, right, I can drop anything you need in your email. All right, guys, I will catch you on Wednesday. Love you all. Have an awesome, awesome night. See ya.